Billy Howard.
Billy Howard, Puppy Mill Free, Reno. I would ask that Ms. Fox speak before I do, please.
Hi, my name is Brittney. I'm a resident here in Reno. I work at a locally owned pet supply store, all the goods to spoil the cats and dogs out there. Over the past year, we've had a petition in our store for signatures on how to remove puppy mills, stores that support puppy mills here in our very own town. Last week, I, along with some others, had gone into one of the stores in town that has been known to have sick puppies come or go, and the footage that we got from there was more than heartbreaking. My stepdad and I, we were always huge fans of shepherds. We had them growing up, and to see some of the dogs in there, especially two of the shepherds, it really hit home for me. I'd been in these stores before, and I didn't bat an eye twice over it. And then, now that I'm a part of something that's bigger, something bigger than myself, I realize how sad it really is for these dogs and what their future holds for them. We actually have a video here today that Billy has compiled for us to view. It shouldn't take up a whole lot of our time, but at this time I would like to introduce Billy's video to you guys. This is actual footage right from the store here in Reno. As you can see, it's not a whole lot of activity to follow with the dogs. It tends to follow a lot of malnutrition issues.
It's got diarrhea all over it doesn't have any water. It doesn't have water.
A lot of lifelessness to the little guys there. As you can tell, they're on wire crates for their bottoms. Can't imagine hanging out on one all day. I know standing on my feet on solid concrete hurts all day. I couldn't imagine a wire crated bottom.
That one has diarrhea all over it.
If you look close enough, you can see the bottoms of their cages are just more than a mess. I don't know, I've had puppies before, and I know that it's not exactly common to find an entire bowl of food untouched. That's something that you don't usually find with a puppy. It's not a healthy one.
She has no water, no food. Yeah. These cages aren't closed right. They can get caught in them. And she doesn't look. Look at how her stomach's like convulsing.
We had done some further investigation with that one, and allegedly a vet had come through, looked at the puppy and said it had a slight case of kennel cough, but it was something that would be addressed.
His nose is bad. I can't get him to pick up his head. And he's also got them.
There's both of them. This is the male again.
This footage was from last Tuesday. As of last Thursday, that shepherd featured right there in the video was adopted out by a family while I was in the store. Yep, sold. That's definitely the word for it, is sold. Thank you.
Mr. Mayor.
Next time, fill out 2 cards.
There are 2, I believe, that you have, sir.
Okay, well, I'll find it later.
Miss Brittney Fox,
Okay.
you should have her. All right, I can go ahead.
Go ahead.
Thank you. Billy Howard, Puppy Mill, Reno. Good day, City of Reno. Washoe County is proposing a change to their animal ordinance chapter, which would keep puppy stores open under tighter restrictions. This would include allowing USDA licensed breeders as a procurement source for them. As you've heard me testify and hopefully seen in the links I've sent, USDA licensed breeders equal puppy mills. Small breeders don't need a license, large-scale breeders do. There are no good large-scale ops because the MO is profit over animal welfare. Operators do not have a veterinarian see 100 to 1,000 dogs in constant rotation. The expense and time makes it a non-starter. Last March, you heard the 2 store owners in comment in this very room tell you their dogs are from USDA licensed kennels. This flies in the face of the 11,600 signatures of our petition asking asking for an end to the sale of dogs, cats, and rabbits in retail stores, for which 60 cities across the nation have already set the precedent. An astonishing 101 local businesses, organizations, and candidates have added their names to the initiative. The business owners and every nonprofit shelter and rescue in the area simply want an end to the suffering of dogs, cats, and rabbits in puppy mills and animal trafficking in local stores. The proposal as it stands will do nothing to address this growing mandate. The county is also proposing 3 new pages of code for tighter restrictions on selling dogs and cats in retail stores. We are not asking for tighter restrictions. We are asking our government to join the 60 cities across the continent who've already laid a precedent for helping to end the cruel puppy mill industry. The proposal is not a compromise. This is an offer of business as usual. We are asking for a simple single line of code that will put the matter to rest. Instead, the county is proposing 3 pages of dense code that could lead to a plethora of loopholes. County is asking for animal services to employ the section as policy, meaning the department would have the right to change the regulations on their own as they see fit without authorization from the commission. Animal Services is asking to hire 2 new employees to implement their proposal. This is altogether too much of a slippery slope. The same week the films that you just saw were taken by a group that was in the store for no more than 10 minutes. Animal Services claims they too were in the same store. Did they see anything wrong? They did not. Washoe County has twice the shelter surrender rate of the national average. We want an end to the importation of dogs, cats, and rabbits into our area. One person bought a dog at a store last week, and they told me they came from Indiana. We want the handling of domestic household animals to be in the care of accredited nonprofit rescues and shelters which have the animal's best interest at heart, not the profit they bring. Let me be clear. The county ordinance as written will change nothing to stop puppy mills. Solution: there is already a precedent. There is a community mandate. Cut to the chase. 1 line of code. No loopholes. Employ what 60 cities have already set a precedent for. Keep it simple. Cut expenses. Do more with less. Make Reno a better place. End the sale of dogs, cats, and rabbits in retail stores in Washoe County.
Thank you very much.
Mr.
Ron,
Mayor?
yes.
Can we get an update from our staff? I know that they have given us copies of some of the discussions that have occurred over at the county, but we gave very specific direction to our staff to do exactly what the 2 public speakers were identifying. Very specific direction that we approved and asked some action on. So can we get an update and explanation of status and where we intend to go? Not by our next meeting, a week from today, but certainly by our first meeting in September, please.
Yes.
I might add what I know about this is, because I have reviewed that draft in part, there is a meeting next Monday, the 25th at 5:30 up at Rancho San Rafael on the proposed regulations. And I plan on being there because I've had some reach out from some Ward 1 folks.
Awesome.
I'm sorry, at the Wilbur May Museum, but check the Washoe County Wednesday. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
The other thing that concerns me is I don't understand there are laws in place, and when you go back into the store, they're continuing to be broken. So that's the other thing is I would ask staff, I want to know why nothing's being done about this. This is something that Councilwoman Zadra and I have worked on very hard. I will be very disillusioned to find out if there's another go-around on this. Thank you.
Okay. Ronald McGee.
Good afternoon, City Council and Mayor Cashill. My name is Ron McGee, retired AT&T, ex-military MP, football player.